add because I wasn't recording before. So week 3 submission would be your poster which you have got feedback on. Okay, that's one. And then another poster which you will get your brief today after I complete my poster, the brief which you have given me. Am I right? Yeah. So I got a brief from Alovita. Yeah, 2 briefs I have got. So I'm not sure how much I can finish today, but I'll try to at least finish one poster. Okay, because I have to show you from a very scratch level of making something. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Awesome.
right.
Okay, so let's start. I'm gonna share my screen. I'll
I
just
have
share
one
my whole
question.
desktop. Question, please.
Yeah, the second poster that you said you'll give us a brief of for today, do we have to make the full poster or is it just the grid layout like the last time?
Now we have to do the whole poster.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Whatever happens is like a final product.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna share my desktop and I'm going to share this InDesign. So I'll start from beginning as if I'm opening my file. Okay, so opening the InDesign, sorry. So the first you go to the document, then you select print, go to A3, you will have your arrangements here, 8 by 16, which is fine. I'll keep it in millimeter. Sorry, I'm going to speak so then I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna keep the bleed for 5 mm and I will keep my margin to 10 mm. Okay, you can always ask me question why I am doing so certain things. All right, or you can even hold on to your questions at the last, whatever you decide. Okay, I'm going to create. So I have my A3 poster ready here. Okay, same way which I did it here. Right, so just to show you I made a new page. Now this is my ready poster here with me. I always save my file before I start working, so I'm not losing any of my data. Now this is the 2 brief what you have given me, right? One is the adoption pet adoption camp and another one is an awareness poster. So what I did is that when I start working on a layout, I first read my brief. Okay, so there is an adoption center happening on 2nd of October and the date is 9, sorry, time is 9 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon, where it is at this place, and you have given me a tagline. So what I need in the beginning is to create a visual language of my poster, right? Which is very important. So what I did is I created a voice. I hope you all can read the text box. I'm just gonna zoom a little bit more.
Yeah, we can.
So awesome, thank you. So I created a voice for my poster. Voice means what kind of tone does my poster have? So it is information and it is a kind of an event. Okay. I have a mood as well. The mood is caring, loving, help. Yeah. Object here is for animals, right? What is my visual language? So my color palette is warm and pleasant. That's what I want to do it. My fonts would be friendly in tone as well again, and my format is A3. I also thought that how about if I have a campaign kind of a poster? That means it can have 3 or 2 teaser kind of a thing or a surprise element or something like that. That is just I'm thinking, all right? After doing that, I started looking at different fonts, which would help me with this tone, friendly tone, right? So I found this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I will show you how did I went with looking for my fonts as well. So I found these 4 fonts which I think are very friendly in their style and appearance, and it would look good for my um, poster. So as an example, let's say if I want a friendly font for my poster, what would I do is go to my Creative Cloud. I will have my fonts. I will browse my fonts. Um, I will go to Adobe side where I can browse the fonts. Here I have all these options for me. Very clearly said, okay, so what kind of tone do you have? Now, I do have friendly, but then there is something interesting here as well. Fun. Why not? I can try that too. So let me click on fun and see if I have something interesting here. So I have written here pet adoption camp. So it looks that I'm actually looking for obvious context, and it's not, I'm not typing ABCD or anything like that. I'll keep it around 47, which is enough for my poster height. So that is, I took one of this. I really like that because it's nice, it's funky, it's friendly, it has a proper width, a nice display as well, chunky. So I kept that. I did like this, but this is too much of, how do you say? It has a lot of stylistic features. I mean, it would look good if I can. Let's say, let me try. So this is the whole text font. It looks like that. Um, Let me click on it. So I'm going to active my font, and then now it will be, so it, something like this is interesting. It's not that bad. So active your font, and then this will be in your Adobe library. Okay, browse fonts. They have something interesting here as well called font pack. So what happens in there is you kind of get a display, a text, you know, for your occasion. So let's say fonts for the change. Interesting. All right. So that would be nice. Then band fonts pack. I mean, this is good. So I can just select a pack, or maybe I can view the pack. Let's view the pack and say what it is in there. Okay. All right. So in this pack, we have all these typefaces. All right. And this, I thought this would be really nice for your awareness poster, because it has a lot of different voices as well. So this would be a nice for your awareness poster. But let's go back to where we were for our pet poster. Okay. So even funky we can try. Why not? Something interesting will be there. This is pretty. And it looks like the cat must have scratched the M, right? Or the I wobble events of the, I mean, this is perfect. Why not? Let's try this. So view the family. Oh, look at that. So click on it, active fonts. Okay, my fonts are active now. So it will be in my Adobe network. I'm gonna close this. Let's see if I have that. What was the font name? Did anyone remember?
Remedy.
Which one?
Remedy.
Remedy. Thank you. Oh, it's not yet. Okay. So I'm gonna close this and I need to reopen. I'm changing that. Okay. I need to refresh my browser. Hmm. Okay. Right, so I have in my library now remedy and systemics. Okay. I hope it is there. Oh God, what's wrong? Am I typing it right? It says in here, it's activate. Hmm. Don't tell me. I don't want to shut off InDesign. Okay, let's see. Oh God. Hmm, what is wrong?
Maybe restarting the Creative Cloud.
No, 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 no.
Oh
Uh,
no.
No,
Zenab,
no, no. It never happened. It's like this is first time it's happening.
no, Zenab, you can just open Creative Cloud as the app. Did you do that?
Yeah, it was open. Here it is. Yeah. Add phones to Creative Cloud. I already did it.
You already did that, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's always open.
Search for remedy here one time. Maybe it's not showing it.
Okay. It needs to fit in here. These are all active phones, which is fine. And that's what I did. Okay, it's not there. Wow, this is so weird. See? And you trust these sites, do you? What was the other one? Systemics. Okay, I hope now it is there. Close this. Okay, if it's not there, I'm not going to waste any more time. All right, I'm not going to waste my time in this. You got my point, what I was talking, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move on. Let's say we have our fonts ready here, okay? Our friendly, fun, whatever the mode we wanted to. Now the color palette, what I have chosen is that I wanted to have warm and pleasant. So I thought warm orange would be a nice tone. to have as a warm tone, and I can have shades or tints of this. That works. And this could be little bit pleasant as well. Why blue and pink? Because I thought it would look nice uh, towards care and love kind of a mood. So that's why I've used those two palettes, and apparently these three colors goes very well with each other. And black and white is my text selection. So if I either want to use white or black as my typesetting tone. Okay, so this is my color palette. Now this color palette is also like I have made this in here. So I hope you all know how to make a color palette, right? Like a add one. So what I did is just gonna show it here. This is my warm color palette, right? So I just added here from here new color group. Okay, whatever rename I want to give, I'll just rename that pleasant, right? Um, yeah, so right. Oh, sorry, already did it. So now I'm gonna add a swatch here. So I'm going to just drag into it, and I have in my pleasant tone. Double click on it and you can change whatever color you want. Normally I used a Pantone series here and a true match color, which works fine with any of those printing houses where you go. So let's say I want something like pastely neon coated. So see, I have a range of tones here. Just select one which you think, okay, and that will be added in your tone. This helps you to make your library for your design. It helps you so you don't have to go again and again and mix the color, right? So this is your color palette. This is done. Now I'm going to come back to my poster. This is my plain page. Gonna start with a document grid. Right. What I want is that I want to create a little teaser for my poster. So what I want is that I would have a series of 3 posters which I can keep it on a different section. So let's say I have pages, I can have one more, right? Something like that. Now go back to the first one, and first I need my text. So we're gonna go here, tutorial, chess, yeah. So the teaser what I have created is a step line like this. So I want to keep 1, 2, 3 different lines for each poster. So I can first I'll start with I like playing hide and seek. Come feel my skin. I love kisses and hugs. Now this is a little secretive and a teaser ad. So unless a person doesn't read the whole poster, they would not know what is happening. So to give a little bit of a value or a tone to the poster, what I have done is I'm gonna lock this. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring it front. So this is my text, and I will take this brief text as well. Okay. I am planning to make a very straightforward symmetrical layout with an emphasis on typography. So emphasis on some certain words. So I'll just do a center grid. Now I can give variations to such words which I think would be interesting to, like something like that. Yeah. Start with that, and then I'll have it's interesting. Get that. Okay. Now, right now, this is a
Question.
yes.
What did you just do there in the end? I didn't
Uh,
understand.
this one. So I just selected it, and you see this. This is an open type feature. This that means the font has an open type feature. Where I click on it, um, okay, it's already been set. So I just changed the ascender height. So you just watch this D. Okay. See. You see what has happened? The top height of the stroke has gone a little bit up, right? Did you see that?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just changed that little bit because I really like this little drama happening here, because I'm going to expand the whole character as well. First, I'll set this and then I'll expand the character. I'll show you. Okay, same thing I did it in here, in the K. See, I have two options. This is one and this is another one. Yeah. So this is a small caps. I'm going to go back to our lowercase. Yeah. And I just want a very simple and because it should not have any drama. Ooh, look at that. It's quite interesting. Can I have a cat and a dog here? Okay. Now I have 1, 2, and 3. So this is embryo open and this is embryo open. Perfect. So I have two typefaces I've selected for my poster. I'm going to now make them into words. Sorry, objects. So I'm going to create the outline. And now each object is each letter is as a object. Okay. So if I want to make it big, I can make it big. So I have created actually all M as a object. I also want to decode this. So I'll again go and oh God. Gonna hide this for now. What had happened? Wow. Okay. Can anyone tell me why it is not moving on that other area?
You lost it?
No.
I think there's an anchor icon on the word
Yeah,
at the top.
but okay, so I need to ungroup here, I guess. Lock all the spread. Good. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just cutting and pasting it out. Okay. There you go. You don't need this now. Now each one is a box. Perfect. Okay. Gonna come back to my symmetry. Now I can also do like this. I can keep this in the center and I can have my box here. So for this, I would need a baseline. Now I need to take this color out. Okay. Oh, don't tell me. Where is my baseline grid? So yes, did somebody ask me yesterday that, oh, there it is. Okay. Now I'll come back to that. So I'm planning to do my layout set something like this. Keep it on this grid. I'll keep the bottom on this. I will have okay. What I did is, so there is a one gap here. I will do the same thing here. So I will try to keep a gap here. There you go. This is where it should sit. And maybe can create a big drama somewhere here. And can have a center like this. Okay. Little tight, but let's see how it looks in a bigger portion. Okay. Now, I still believe that I should be in a different, because I means the pets are actually welcoming the people to come and adopt them. So I'm thinking I should be also this kind of typeface, which was, I think it was, can anyone remember what typeface was that?
Embryo.
Embryo. Thank you. And now I can't find embryo. There you go. Just thinking. Okay, so this looks like a big chunk box. No, I don't think so. So what if I have an interesting eye? What do you think? This would go with this font? So then we can change this letter to this L as well. What do you think? Is it more stylistic or?
Yeah, I was thinking of another thing because the I like that eye and the eye from height are like almost positioned exactly the same. So
Mm-hmm.
what if you have like a one single eye that runs down? So it sort of gives that continuity to look down.
Wait, what do you mean?
So there's an eye on height, right?
Yes, HI. Oh, this one.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
almost the same positioning as the main eye. So if you have a single one,
like this one.
yeah, no, like running down. So
Like a long bar going through both
yeah,
the
like a
eyes.
long bar.
So this font is dialogue. It's this one. Yeah.
No, what I meant was if it like runs
Oh, acha, so
down.
you want to exaggerate this all the way.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that can be. Okay. No, then what will happen? Because of this will create a little bit of an imbalance for reading. Okay.
Right.
Look,
Okay.
why? Because you can have such things when your typeface is not so much dramatic. Okay. And when you're not using two or three very loud or fun kind of a characters. Okay. If I wasn't using this, I would have done that.
All right.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah. Because
because
it's already quite loud.
exactly. So you do, and that is a really good point because you don't want to give two different messages, you know?
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so this thing also, this little thing is very cute here, and I can actually convert this into a little paw. So as an example, something like this.
Yeah. I see.
Got it?
Yeah.
So I am actually more as I mentioned before, that my tone of the layout is more of a inviting and a surprise. Okay, because I don't want to show any pet pictures, but what I want them to understand is that what is the feeling of a pet? What do they do actually, right? So that's why such kind of teaser helps me to understand my audience. So you got the point, the baseline, how I have set the baseline. Yeah, I really do not like it. Okay, I want to ask a question to everyone. If I want to, I can't separate this eye, can I? Doesn't allow me to do it in InDesign. Does it? No. I have to type it again. Okay, much better. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Come here. This is my one line. Okay. Come back. Take it off and see how it looks. Okay. So now you will see the space here and space here is too tight because this has become open and this has become little crowded here. Okay, what I can do is I can shift little bit, just a little bit, because I don't want to disturb this. But for doing that, I can even shift this little down. Yeah, and shift it back. So what I did is I opened little bit of a space here. Yeah, so it doesn't look very heavy. Now this like looks very big to me, so I am going to take it down, and then we'll try to match with like and the seek typeface. Okay, so the text, I mean to say it, size. I'm gonna go back to my baseline. And then try to fit here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is little bit more balanced according to the space. So I have an open space here and I have a nice open space here. So this is my first poster. Then what I'll do is to emphasize something. What I'll do, I'm going to put some design over this. So to do that, I'm going to take it to Illustrator. I can design this whole thing in Illustrator, but I wanted to show you with the baseline. That's why I'm doing it in InDesign. Okay. Right. I'm going to paste here. Sorry. Awesome. Now what I'll do is I'm going to put some geometry here because it looks very bland. So I'm going to expand, release the clipping marks, release the compound part. Awesome. Okay. Now because it's a playful thing, I was thinking how about have a little bit of a set geometry. Right. So just giving a effect of scratching that can happen, right? So it's like a cat is scratching or a dog is scratching, just like the three paws in a very geometrical sense. Yeah. See how it goes. So you can do that, and then or I can give a 2-dimension. Yeah. So just making a lettering piece more interesting according to typography. Yeah. Can have a pink here. it is almost a shade what I wanted to. So you need to go back and see what pink have you used here, and you can use that same pink. That's why it helps you to. So that's not Pantone 940 pastel coated, and this is a spot on. So 940 cancel. Go back and so color swatches. Awesome. Okay. So this is my FF number. Sorry. Go back, paste it here. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So I can mix and match. So when I'm keeping this whole playing back to where it was, it won't change any color tone of mine. Same goes to blue as well. So and this is what my hashtag is. There you go. Yeah. Now I have used pink as a background for my poster in InDesign in here. Remember? Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I can change it to orange because it will look nice and more fleshy and bright and warm. Yeah, and can have this paw is white. Okay, now I'll take back those playing thing and I'll keep it here very quickly. Let's see. Okay. Awesome. Same way I can do this as a pink. Here. See how does this look? What do you think, guys? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear
People?
you. It looks
Yeah,
good.
Huh?
it looks good.
What happened? So it has something like this. Yeah? Then I'll have this bow as well. Just tweak it a little bit because it looks very round. I'm gonna do something like this. Outline. Okay. Also, I was thinking how about we can have a nice little patch behind this. So, hate this InDesign. I do not like it. Illustrator is much better. Um, maybe a little shape. So I'll go back to my Illustrator, get a nice shape from this eye. Yeah, something like this. Okay. So, what do you think? Does it create? Does it create like a halogen on the thing itself?
Yeah,
Now, because
the pink is sort of like
Yeah.
flashing.
flat,
As in, no, like the pink on the playing and the pink on the back is sort of
ha,
like
no, it's going. So I'm going to change this pink on the top of this plane. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
So then you know that it doesn't end group. Yeah, there you go. So I can change the tone. Maybe let's try. How does orange look? See? What do you think? Now we have this text over here, our adoption camp, pant adoption one. So going back, you know, the worst part of this is they should do something about it. They should have a baseline on the top of the object. Like how I'm supposed to use this? Okay, so let me make it to at least 60 point because it's a poster and it needs to be readable. So not everything has to be 60 point. And oh, I also have a tagline. I totally forgot about it. You need to tell me, guys. You're like my client. So forget your tagline. Become a furry friend. Okay. Now, so I was thinking to write something like this. Become home to a furry friend. What do you think? Let's see how it looks. And this font needs to be changed. Now, because this is too much drama happening up there, what I'll do is I'll keep it very simple, but I will definitely won't keep a Minion Pro. Okay. So how this will look like, let's see. What do you think?
Uh, no.
Too much drama?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a sans serif font would work
Oh
fine.
my God, you're not making a corporate poster. Don't do that. Why sans serif? Maybe the same font what I have used in the title, like something like this, or um, something like this. What do you
Wait, the
think?
previous one had
This one?
a no. There was another one before that. Yeah, that
This
one
one?
looks
Yeah, this one is
kind.
good too.
So what category of fonts would this one fall under?
Category? Fun?
As in,
Friendly? That's my tone.
as
I
in is
should
this
not go
like
out of my tone.
Like, wouldn't this be called a sans serif font?
Oh my God, no. Why would you call this as a sans serif? It's a decorative characters. There is no sans serif in here.
Okay.
So, can you explain me why do you say this as a sans serif?
Because this one doesn't have serif.
So it becomes sans, right?
Sorry, I did not know.
No, it's not about that. It's just that the myth what you are living here, you know.
Yeah,
And now when I'm when I'm listening all this, I'm trying to understand that why everyone poster is so much of sans serif. So I'll tell you something. Who's this? Tanushree, Vidishi, Tanushree. Okay. So the classification of typeface is between a serif and a sans. Okay, that is a basic category. All right, but between that sans, a lot of transformation happened. So that was humanist, gothic, decorative. You know, so these are all the style or the variation of a sans. Make sense?
yeah,
So, huh? So when I say I want to use a very friendly, I would never say I would use a sans. Make sense? I would always see it as a decorative or a funky. Yeah?
yeah.
Like same way. What do you categorize this as? Serif or sans serif?
This is script.
See. So it's stylistic, right? So how
Yeah,
did you come across that this is script? Because it is friendly. It seems like there is a lettering happening here, right? The
yeah,
fluidity is very organic. Same way is same thing is in this font.
yeah.
Right? It's just that because it doesn't have any strong outstroke or an instroke, that doesn't mean it belongs to sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is more of a stylistic, I would say it.
Okay.
Or let's say my classification would be humanist, okay, rather than a sense.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. I made you learn something today, and I hope that you follow that. That would be amazing. So which one? This one or the bottom one? I think this is nice, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't have a capital. Interesting. Did you see, guys? Look, I'm doing as a capital. It doesn't have a capital. So interesting. If I do a F, it doesn't have a capital. So no capital for me. It's the funky friends. I wanted to keep it round like that. So what should I do? I'm gonna go back to my illustrator. What was this font? Very exotic. I think we are going to pass our time today. Mm, character. Okay. Mm, What is happening? Come on, go. Oh God. Huh. Give up.
Then, yeah. You can just drag the other one so it becomes centered.
Yeah, but there you go. I'm trying since when it's not happening, and you just told me and it happened. Okay, that's my luck. Okay, so I'm just gonna expand this and let's see. Oh, what did I do? God. Finally. Oh, that looks nice. I didn't expect that. Okay, so little off center. Why? Because then I can have a nice little emphasis on it. Yeah. So just a little and then smaller, then come back. Okay. What do you think, guys? Okay, there is
It looks,
silence.
no, it looks good. But like, what about the other? Oh yeah, you're adding it.
Yeah. Now, the main information. Okay, so what I did before is that I was thinking to do a symmetrical layout, right? Just a central layout, which I planned before. So but now I'm going to shift my perspective a little bit here so I can keep a nice little logo or anything of the pet adoption camp. Or I can put my text into two different formats. So one format would be something like this. I'm going to take this orange back so I can have my grid, my baseline. Now come back here. Use a very straightforward something like this, simple text. Because my date is very important and my time is very important, I'm going to take it off and give it a different dimension so that is more emphasized as well. Okay. And other thing, this address, I'm going to keep it as is. So coming back to it, I will use around 47. It's my address. Yeah. I'll keep this if I have a bold. Oh, perfect. So I have a bold text here. I can keep, let's say, a medium somewhere. or maybe won't keep an address or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Now, if I will keep this thing on this baseline, so this is not matching up. So what I'll do is I'm gonna cut it off and leave the camp as is for now. Come back to my text. Now I think I want to keep it in 2 line, but it won't, because at least we need around at least 39. So it can have a nice big address chunk. So can people read it? So I'll keep it 40 and try to fit in one of the X heights. So this is what, keep it 47. This is bold and big. So I'm gonna keep it, let's say 36, because it's still readable. Right now, if you will see here, if I fit this little down, this is hanging up. Yeah, so that means I have to adjust it manually. Also, if you will see, there is a 2 line here and a big little space here. So I will try to keep this text on this baseline and this text above it, sorry, below it. So I'll do something like this. There you go. Right, now it has a proper baseline sitting on it. Now looking at this baseline, I am going to follow the same thing with my dates. Something interesting should be done here. So how about like that? And 9 to 9 a.m. 2 p.m. So I'm going to use an N dash, and yeah, it should be fine. Does it say 2nd October or October 2nd?
2nd October, right?
2nd October, okay. All right, so come back to it. What I see here is I need to highlight this. So I'll keep a left alignment. Because this is too much gap, I'm going to try and fit between these 3 lines, these 2 lines, okay? Okay, this is too tight, so I'm gonna go back one more and I'll fit it somewhere here. Okay. Now, if I keep it here, there you go. Okay, keep my box back. Now, what this will highlight, if you will see, when you see the poster, your eye will go suddenly here from this point to this point. Why? Because I wanted to highlight this date here. So they can get a identification of that when is the adoption happening and what time it is happening. Now, this looks little bit bigger, but I want to keep it because it is a pet friendly. And I'm thinking that a owner, a pet owner, or maybe a new pet owner, right? She must be a very young child, or maybe let's say a young parent, or something like that. And I don't want to make it more corporate looking like. It should be more of a homey looking right? Like a fun and loving kind of thing. So that's why I've kept this font a little bit bigger. But saying that, I can also reduce little bit, but when I reduce this, you know that I have to shift all the excite and everything. So I might try that, and I think I can actually change the font as well, or keep it light. That would be something nice as well. So it won't, yeah, there you go. See, so I have created a little bit of a hierarchy as well here. It doesn't look more chunky. Yeah. Trying to fit into two, if I can fit into two, but then the proportion of this and this goes very well. So this is fine. So there you go. My poster is ready. I don't want to shift a little bit, but now if I see here, there's a lot of space here and there is a less space here. So what I'll do is I'm going to shift the whole thing little down. I'm not doing according to baseline because I've already found my both information on a level where I wanted to keep the point. So I'm just going to shift it down. Yeah, there you go. And group it and see if I can find the middle ground between this ampersand and this one. So if I click here, and go back to my document grid. Okay, what I'm going to do is, let me see, where does my document grid ends? So this is my center. Now I'm going to try and fit this box within that center line. Okay, now this box is aligned with my ampersand. Yeah, go back. There you go. So what do you think, sir? Do you approve my poster?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tagline looks like a smile.
That's nice. So would you adopt a pet by looking after looking at the poster?
I think I would have to see the pet first.
Of course. So
Yeah.
it is actually inviting you to
Yeah.
go and look at the pet.
Yeah.
That's the case. That's what my focus is. That I don't want to keep a picture of a pet just because I want to show you, oh, look, she is there to adopt. No, I really want you to come there because even if you're not planning to adopt, but I'm going to indulge you to come there. Make sense? That is the whole point of my poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So I have created one poster for you. I'm gonna come back to my. I would love to make more and more. Look at this. So I found this one more very interesting image, and it is so cute. It just says that okay, adopt me. How pretty it is. Can you see, guys?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is a very straightforward ad, but then how do you convert this into a poster is something on you. So, it can be possible that you can keep this image on the bottom somewhere, and in the top part, you have a big drama kind of a circle like this. Yeah. Wow. So, now, gonna come back. I'll post this poster on the content page. If you just want to go and have a look, I can post all this thing. See this another image I found, which was very interesting. So such kind of images to just to invite, the person to come and see what it is happening. Not even if you're not going to adopt one, but the whole idea is to give you information. It is something like this. Also, it looks very pleasant to me. It looks very approachable, that okay, maybe let me go and meet the dog or a cat. Yeah. Something like this I found very interesting. This was just my mood board I tried to create. And I wanted to keep my poster here and see how it looks. Yeah. So making an ambience also can make a big difference. Hmm? Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing now. Where is my screen? Right, so can I see you all? Because today is the last day. I would love to take a nice snapshot of all of us, if we can fit. I'll try to take more pictures. How many we can fit, I do not know. Awesome. Okay, I already took it. I took the picture. Oh, there you go. Oh, wow, people are coming, popping. Yes. Wait, I should also show to my face as well, isn't it? Can you see me? No. Oh, my computer is slow today. I don't know if you can see me. Oh, you can see me now. Okay, so I created a poster. It took me an hour or so. Yeah. I have a brief, the same brief for you, a pet adoption camp, each of you. Okay. Now you see how I how did I made a poster? What kind of style I have used? My mood board was ready. So I want you to follow this step to create your own poster as well. Okay, and try to make this mood palette before you start thinking or jump into Adobe and like, acha, let me make something. No, give it some time, like sunk into it, and try to not just to show a dog or a cat somewhere, but something very indirect, but then inviting as well. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if I keep my poster out there and I say like, oh, I love hugs and kisses and I like you to pet me, so this kind of teaser would actually make you think like, exactly, is it a matrimonial ad or is it like somebody really want to give a hug or what's happening? I want to see. And you might read the whole poster of mine and there you go. It is just about the pets. Yeah. So think something clever and let's see what you come back with. Yeah. So you need to upload this poster by Saturday. Okay. And we are preparing a virtual gallery if you remember. So once you are done with that, you can even do, screen recording. Have you ever tried screen recording? Okay, so I'll give you a little information. If people who have not tried, you just have to get an app from Google. It's called screen recording. So whatever you are designing on Adobe or whatever you're doing on the screen, it will record everything. Yeah. So that would go into our virtual gallery when you will give me that recording. Make sense? Yeah. Perfect. So thank you everyone. For 6 days of hard work and your grids and your frames and your principles. I hope not everything, but bit by bit, you would follow something when you are making your design. Okay. Try not to remember everything, but to remember a bit so you can follow that bit. Okay, make sense? And always make a plan before you start. Do not jump into something. Okay, plan helps you a lot. So create a visual language of your layout before you jump in. Okay, now uh, people, have you uploaded your week 2 work? Yes, no, no, no. Harshil, I need to come to your house. Where do you live?
Delhi.
Delhi, I'm coming. I'm coming next slide. Let's finish this corona thingy and I'm coming and I'm gonna knock on your door and sit next to you. Okay, now it's 11:50. Can you please upload my work? Yeah? Do not send me. Again, I'm giving my one more generosity to you. I'm gonna open the week 2 blog. Upload your work. And this is in front of, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids, all recording on recording that Harshil needs to put his work in Blackboard. Yeah, awesome. So, apart from this, if you would ever like to learn more or want to know something about what you're working, you want to get some feedback or anything on your design or layout or even a typography, feel free to write me. I'm happy to help and give you any concept or feedback or whatever is it. Yeah, yeah. Awesome. So best of luck for your next week. I do not know what is going to happen, but whatever happens, happens. And assignments, assessments, don't know what happens, but as I mentioned before, we're going to plan a virtual gallery. So once I get all the data with me, I'm going to combine everything and post a link on a YouTube. Make a nice little YouTube video of all the work, and you can keep it as your portfolio or reference or as a work reference or anything, because whatever you have done, it it actually adds a lot on your process work as a designer. Okay, and people would love to see your process work rather than a final work. Make sense? This is me coming from an industry talking about. Okay, all right. So everyone, have a good dinner, and end of our last session. No more 7:30 or 8 late. Yeah,
Can
awesome.
you
See you
can you
everyone and upload your work. Okay, thank you so
before we
much.
leave,
Thank
can
you.
you give me
Thank you.
feedback?
Feedback, I will give you feedback, and I would also like a feedback on my upskilling studio. Please feel free to write me if you think like this doesn't work, how about this would work, or this was really nice. Yeah, so it helps me to also update myself if I'm teaching other class or something like that. Yeah, please do write any feedback, it will help a lot. Okay, perfect. Okay, now you need to go and sleep or eat or drink. Cool. So Vidishi, show me your screen quickly. But people, if you want to leave, please feel free to leave. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hmm. Vidushi, is your work?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. So these are um, yes.
I'm gonna. I can. It's fine. I can record. Okay. Mhm. Why? Okay, dismiss this. Dismiss. Stop recording.